Did you see that white knight?
Yeah, alles good.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello. My name is DarkPhoenix Gaming, and you are watching Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, where we have just entered the final Romulan lair. And I can already tell you I am not going to manage that full synchronization of completing it within a minute, so wipe that idea from your brains. Anyways, we complete this, and we will be able to nab ourselves that armor of Romulus. But the Romulan cronies will also be attacking us on sight because notoriety, or plot reasons. Also because restricted area. So that's going to be what happens next. And if there were any doubts about these guys being Borgia cronies, they have now been removed, what with the Borgia guard hanging everywhere. Didn't quite manage that in time. Lovely work on my end. Okay. Let's give this another go. And we have to listen to his nonsense again. Great.
Pater et Filius et Spiritus Sanctus. Amen. Ite missa est Deo gratias.
And I gotta tail him. The guards everywhere. Let's hope I can manage this okay. So we have gotten a bit ahead of our target. So maybe stand right there in the group that's not moving, at least for the time being. Should make following this idiot a little bit easier. And he is not going past the guards into that door at least, which makes things nice for us. Oh, the irony, walking right past me and he doesn't even know it.
Did you hear? The Baron of Alwa is dead? No. Now Bartolomeo Damiano will sure rise up against the Pope.
Cesare's campaign will be in trouble.
Is that such a bad thing?
Perhaps not.
Yeah, love me some gossip mongerers.
His name is Ezio Auditore. Who?
The assassin. He killed the banker. Some say he walks the halls of Il Vaticano with no one able to stop him.
There is hope after all. Perhaps Cesare's rule will finally end, and the church will be restored to its former glory.
Seems these fellows are not too fond of a religious
I will write the sermons,
establishment.
then leave them for you within the shrine. Make sure you deliver them convincingly, with passion.
The followers will do anything we tell them to, Patron. They believe their God commands them.
Oh ho.
Bene. Do you have the key?
Yes, padrone.
May the Lord be with you.
Oh. Very
also
interesting indeed. I think we found our Borgia plants in the followers. Very much so. Very Borgia planty.
Go play somewhere else, deficiente. Just leave me alone. Let him get away.
And I got detected. So we'll have to find another way to do that. So apparently I can open that gate to get in here.
Assassino!
I figured it would be
You will
locked.
not get me!
I figured it would be locked. I guess not. And he's
My
running away
ascension
like a little
takes me
bitch.
closer to God and away from you, assassino!
Well. He's trying to run from Ezio. Silly bitch. Ezio is like a hound dog once he's got your scent. The more you run, the more determined he is to catch your ass. No matter how many times he dies in the process.
Assassino! You will not get me!
Is that right? Well, I would tend to disagree, good sir.
My ascension takes me closer to God and away from you, assassino!
But yes, is that not adorable? That he thinks running from Ezio will have the desired effect of him getting away from Ezio. That's so cute. It really is just adorable. That he thinks he's going to get away from us. Maybe take the correct doorway this time would help. Ezio, I want you to use the ladder, not try to climb. What the hell? Seriously, some old priestly fuck. Some old priestly fuck, that guy has got quite the running legs on him. Seriously. And it would seem that parkour is not an assassin exclusive activity. Sad as it is to say that. Come on now, do you really think you are going to manage to run away from Ezio fucking Auditore? The original badass? Well, you will if I fall to my death, but in most circumstances, no. We're gonna catch you. We are going to catch you. It don't matter how much you try to run. I am gaining on your ass. Or I was until that happened.
Assassino!
Or I was gaining on him until just now. Some of our recruits are getting promotions. Can't really bring myself to care about that at the moment, though. Ezio, do you mind? Seriously? Did that honestly just happen? Whatever. Let's let ourselves get desynced. That was such a bizarre way to fall.
It seems God is on my side, Assassino!
Well, God may be on your side, good sir, but dog is on mine. And as we all know, that makes all the difference in the universe. If you don't get that, don't worry. But basically it's an old joke that my dad used to tell, where he would say that if you reversed God into dog, that meant our dog was a god. So we would say we follow the Church of God. We would say we follow the Church of Dog.
We are enlightened. Their savagery will lead the people to the light of the church.
And I always found that to be a little bit humorous, so I have to bring it up here.
Godspeed!
This guy is getting desperate. Very much so. I mean, he's pushing his own worker crone aside to try and get away.
Nowhere to run.
And it's a very, very
You wage
cornered.
war against the very instrument that prevents the people from overthrowing order. Your order. It's no order
And
at all.
what if this order needs to be overthrown? What then? I'm getting out my big ass sword now. And this is going to be how you die, the big ass sword. Speaking of, I would have liked to finish you off with a counter because those look more badass, but you didn't exactly give me the opportunity.
Requiescat in pace.
Yes, it is leap of faith time, it would seem. Just as soon as I take your stuff. Not that there's much to take, mind you. Anyways, down we go. In the most unrealistic dive ever that would have broken every bone in our body, probably, had we tried it IRL. Because if we're diving like that in real life, you know that water's gonna feel like fucking concrete in comparison to here, where it's basically always a flat drop with no consequences. Now let's open this. And we're having that. Scroll of Romulus. Coded letter. Immediate distribution. His Holiness the Pope and the illustrious Captain General Cesare request that you amend the sermon text given to you thus far to include the message from Romulus that the assassins must be attacked, as you have done so effectively before by sending Roma's terrified citizens to our doorstep. Now you must do to rid the city of the assassins. The usual amount of florins will be deposited at the bank for you and the other head priests to pick up. Go with God. Cardinal Francisco de Borgia. Code sheet acquired. Decryption in progress. And we have all of the keys as well. And what was that I was saying about how I wouldn't get the 100% sync on this? Seems I did. That was nowhere near as challenging as it could have been, surprisingly. I managed that quite easily.
There he goes again.
Yes, the drunk patrol is up to their old tricks, it would seem. So now we have all of the Romulus keys. Meaning, and look at that. It's a nest egg we've got there. As I was saying, we have all the keys, meaning I can now head over and retrieve the armor. But first, that's a bunch of my recruits leveled up. You are right on the cusp of becoming a full assassin. Just need a little more expa. Same with you. Same with you. Well, I say a little more expa. All of them need about 1,000. We have one there who can level up. Now, let's go and send some people off to do missions. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it with only 85% chance of success, even if I probably shouldn't. You can go off and do that one. guess you can do something just for the hell of it, even though you're already leveled up enough to not need it. But now that we have all of the code sheets, it's time to head to the Romulan tomb. And retrieve that armor. That is next on my list.
Will be blessed by the bringing out of Giotto's ascension and Sant'Orsola's left arm. Several of the only will be visited. See the Chiesa North detail.
Mi ricorda un po'.
Yes, like you, idiot. So shut up. Nobody likes you anyways. Don't worry, Mr. Thief. I have bigger fish to fry than your useless ass. You can keep whatever you stole. I'm not at all inclined to chase down thieves these days. That's a lot of money we have, those. I think I might go around and purchase some landmarks as well. Along with weapons and what have you. At some point, because we have nearly finished buying up everything in the city. There's just a couple of landmarks we haven't got yet. Let's sell portraits, though. I'll take that.
Grazie, and come again.
I'll take that. Over to here. Let's see, which one do we want? The one here by the Basilica. That is what we are after. For where I should travel to. There we go. Should get us close enough to our destination. Speaking of, I think I want that landmark. After all, can never have too much rent from owning historical landmarks, right? Here it is. I am quite navigationally challenged, as you can see, so it took me a while to find what we were after. But here we are. They have a couple of nice looking chests too. So we have all of the keys needed and can enter the chamber and take the armor. Badass looking too. Dagger of Brutus. Dagger of Brutus. Armor of Brutus. Oh yes. Honestly, this armor is rather cool looking. Much as I've said before that I do prefer the armor of Altair to this stuff, which is still true. This is some mighty fine looking armor. That much is certainly true. That much is true. Mighty fine looking armor. Oh yes, Ezio. The badass look suits you. Even if it's not particularly one you've got to try for because, well, it's you. Looking like a badass is basically Ezio's hobby at this point. So he doesn't really have to put in any real effort for that. Now, time to buy a few more landmarks. It's going to drain basically all of my remaining funds to do this, but I would like to own every building in the game before we start the next sequence, which I'm going to wait a little bit before I actually start sequence 8, because once we start sequence 8, that's a point of no return of sorts, because sequence 9 begins immediately. No time for a break. And it's the point at which the game ends. I know that for certain. So I'm going to wait to do that until we have achieved certain thingamabobs. Minstrel, stop following me. I am tempted to punch your ass or stab your ass. And I'd rather not do either. Now, though, I'm going to go to the Tiber Island hideout and conduct the promotion ceremony for a couple of our assassins, I think. That was the plan. I may have to exit and re-enter to kick it off. Let's check with my assassins. It's just the fact that the only one eligible for promotion currently is out on assignment. That is the problem. That's my guess, anyways. I don't know why bother depositing these feathers. I mean, it's not like I'm consciously collecting them or anything. It's just sort of a thing that happens.
Watch yourself, friend.
But anyways, I think I'm going to end this episode here with us having acquired the armor of Brutus. And next time, we will finally be addressing that mysterious icon that appeared on the map in this episode, which I have been ignoring thus far. So, I'll see you for that. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. So long for now, everybody.